Basement Dwellers, hosted by your boys Jacob Santoro and Christian Talone.
You're blabbering about unnecessary stuff. Cut it out.
Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button to get all the updates from the channel too.
Tell me what your hand's doing over that button first.
But for now, just loud shout and kick back, cause I got a fresh one right here delivered to your speakers. Lock in.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jacob, and welcome to the Basement Dwellers podcast. I am here with my co-host, Mr. Christian Talone. Hello, Christian.
Hello, Jacob.
It's nice to have you on tonight.
Thanks for having me on. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm pleasured by your presence here, and I want to thank you for this is a very momentous occasion.
Why is that?
Because I don't know if you know this, but we are currently on episode 69.
69.
You motherfucking
Fuck.
accuser!
I thought that was the goddamn echo. I thought that was the reverb.
69.
Yes, welcome everybody. It is episode 69 of the Basement Dwellers podcast. I am very, very happy to be here. 69 episodes, man. One of the two coolest numbers ever made.
What's the other one?
420.
Yeah.
Still got a ways to go for that one.
Don't forget 9/11.
Big one. 666.
666 is pretty rad.
777.
Not as rad.
That's lucky.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a lucky number.
Oh.
Welcome, buddy. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there, man.
Super horny, like I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very horny. I don't know. How you been?
I already just told you.
No, I mean, like, are you also very horny?
Oh,
are you as horny as I am?
I've been swelled up for a good couple days. Really looking forward to this. I've been kind of like edging myself.
Just full mass.
Yeah, just I've been really excited to just kind of have a full completion tonight. For this very momentous.
I hope we can make it happen for you.
I was very excited.
Okay.
Because no matter how old you get, 69 is pretty funny.
It's funny.
Yeah, I mean it's a funny number. It's yeah, like how many times do you giggle when you hear like 69? You know what I mean?
Everybody does. Yeah.
Everyone does. You think of the sexual position.
I think about the year that we went to the moon.
I totally forgot that we went to the moon in 1969.
Yeah.
I totally fucking forgot about that. That's how like what? No, I'm just.
I was like, what do you want me to do?
Oh, no, I'm just turning my headphones up.
Oh.
No, I totally forgot. Like that's how much I love the number 69. Is I forgot the like historical like momentous things that happened on 69.
Yeah.
Did you like my NPR intro?
That was cute.
That was nice, right?
Yeah.
Nice and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Very ASMR. That's a turn on, right? Trying to think of all the sexy things for this episode.
Damn, girl. You coming into the basement dweller? Let me tell you something. You came into the wrong basement.
Don't do that.
The wrong basement, I say. Let me tell you, baby. You're on the wrong basement. We can say the right one. You came into the right basement tonight.
That sounds worse. The first one insinuates like you should get out of here. The first one insinuates like you're not leaving. Like the second one, I mean,
You don't want to come down here? Well, you're coming.
say it.
What's that? Oh, you don't want to come. Well, you're coming. So
So what do we? I'm just two sexless men on episode 69.
Yeah.
What to do?
I'm just nervous.
Are we gonna say 69? I mean,
Why do you think I brought the table out this way?
I mean, yeah.
Do you feel like it would make more logical sense for you to be on top if in that situation
In a 69?
with me?
What? Yes.
I feel like
I do not want you on top of me. Sorry.
That's what I'm thinking. I thought I was gonna be like because I'm taller than you, but what you're saying is that I'm gonna crush you.
Yeah. Did you like my nuances on 69?
Tell me again.
So like, so there was 69, right? Then there's 969, where you're just touching. It's like 69, but back to back. I don't know who that's doing good for.
You just like jerk off.
Yeah, just the warmth, just the warmth on my back. You know,
you just jerk off back to back.
And there's 9 space 69.
That's on a California King.
That's on a California King, and the other person's like trying not to hear what that's. They're on the other side of the bed, like
I did that at camp when I was a kid with my bunkmate.
There you go.
Yeah, I did the 6 space 9.
Oh no, I was talking about 9 or 6 or whatever.
9 or delta. What were we talking?
It's 9 space 6-9. So there's 2 people 69.
Oh, so you just get
near you.
So you just get the shit cucked out.
Yeah,
You're
just watching.
You just get
or
cucked.
not watching, depending on if you're a 6 or a 9.
You're crying.
Yeah, you're in the fetal position, obviously. So
It could be like 6-9 -- semicolon 9 because that implies that you're crying.
yeah. And then I said there was also 69 to the 9th power,
Oh wow.
where she's got a midget on her shoulders.
Yeah.
You know, because it's got the little 9.
For 2 sexless men, we're quite the innovators.
What else is there? There's got to be more.
We could do. Does it have to be 6-9 or can we do
could
variation?
68.
What's that one?
Just with the chubbers, like
Oh, with the chummers.
yeah,
It's the
6, and then just a fat person.
just a big.
Some of you guys 68 every day.
I've seen. I mean, porn goes deep.
It
And
goes pretty deep.
I've seen some pretty. I mean, that's your thing. That's cool. You know, we're about love. You know what I'm sad about. You know what I'm really sad about. The fact that this also doesn't coincide with like Valentine's Day, like the most romantic day of the year, should also coincide with like the sexiest number. But we would have had been on like a hiatus for like a month,
Yeah,
all for the bit. You know what I mean?
would have been nice.
Would
To
have been
have
nice.
a vacation. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can already tell in like the first 5 or 6 minutes of this that you and I just don't 69. Like we're not.
We don't.
We're not pulling it.
I think we've tried it, but again, like we talked about it.
We've played. You know, we've played Warhammer 40,000, Magic the Gathering,
That's
Dungeons
my
and
number.
Dragons.
That's my sexy number right there.
The 40,000.
40,000. Yeah.
I think that the biggest sex repellent for us is the fact that we co-host a podcast.
I know.
I think that is probably the most least attractive thing of the both
I know.
of us.
I thought it was like a cool thing at first, and now I'm realizing like
You know, I was really excited at first. I want to be real with you. Like when I first bought, I was really just like, I'm gonna change the fucking world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our average view time per episode is 6 minutes.
So that means some of you are tuning out. Right
Some of
about
you
now.
have already, people have already left. Like I've never felt more like an open mic in my life.
And then our demographic,
Is mostly men.
it's like
According to YouTube, it's 100% men. Which is
which
so
we know that's not true because we know a few females that actually watch the show, but
yeah. Or that that makes me think is that they just like they say they watch it.
you think,
Yeah,
or maybe they're just on their like boyfriend's or husband's account, or
maybe.
maybe it just defaults to men when you watch a video without an account.
It is really funny because our demographic, it'll tell you like demographics too. Like we obviously pander to men between the ages of like 22 and 35.
It says that.
Yeah, it says like the
Oh,
age group
fuck.
that's like, which again I just found really funny. I think we're just kind of riding the coattails of Andrew Tate at this point. Like I think that
Yeah, but we're not serious.
no, I think that dudes are really looking at us like our main boy's in fucking jail right now. We really need a new. We need a new outlet.
We're just Andrew Light.
Yeah, we're Andrew. Yeah, we're Andrew Bait. Like you bait. We baited you in with this alpha male
Oh
podcast.
my god, don't say that. There's gonna be fucking SWAT teams at my door right now.
No, I mean I'm just saying that it's just like when the statistics tell you that 100% of your viewers are men. I mean, come on, man. The stats don't lie. You know, that's all I'm saying. So if there is any soy boys out there that were Andrew Tate fans, we'll hang out. You know, like I mean, you're stupid, but thanks for coming. You know, a new fan's always nice. You know,
We appreciate your patronage.
I shaved my head. You know, I supported the cause. But now he's in jail, so I just kind of disassociate. Now I'm growing my hair out again, so I kind of disassociate.
Fucking.
Yeah,
Oh man, a pizza box, dude.
yeah.
Got snatched up by a pizza
A
box.
fucking pizza box, and we talked about this last episode too. But you know what upset me the most about that is that it didn't even match his surroundings.
Like it
Like, it
looks
was-
like he placed it there.
Yeah, it was ugly. Like he was in a I don't know if you remember, but he was in like a really nice like silk robe. On like
I
a
didn't
nice.
watch the
Oh
video.
well, he was in like a nice silk robe with like an oak like desk and a fucking cigar, and then this Comic Sans of a pizza box. So it's just like I don't know if it was him just trying to be like Omega based and just being like, I don't care about this so much. I'm just gonna
I don't care
know
if
what I
I
mean?
get pizza grease on my
Right.
mahogany table.
I'll eat this in my fucking Bugatti. You fucking talk to me like that.
You know, it's funny because I did ask my like younger sister. She's like, she'll be 16 this month, and she definitely said she's like, I've watched some of your podcasts, and she was just like, it's just a very millennial podcast.
What does that mean?
I don't fucking know. She was
What does
like,
that mean?
I know. Apparently, we don't appeal to the what are they, Gen Xers? Gen Z.
You want me to fucking Fortnite dance? Like,
I don't know, dude. I mean, what do you guys want to see?
yeah,
Want to see me floss on the show?
right?
Like,
Do we just go harass people on the street and just be like, how much is your apartment? How much is your apartment? And just like fucking start freaking people out. The fact that
can
man,
I come see it? Can I come inside,
yeah,
please?
the fact that man hasn't been fucking shot yet. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Like, I mean, that leads me to believe. Do you think they're fake?
I feel like
Okay, he's had the lady from Shark Tank on
Yeah.
there,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like that had to
I
have been
feel like
staged.
it's like some of them are scheduled, or some of them like he probably does walk up to them and do like the whole like, hey, you know, I do this thing where I show people's apartments, and would you be interested in doing that? And they'll be like, yeah, and then he's just okay, sign here, and then they sign it, and then okay, now just walk across the street like you're just going about your day, you know. And then he approaches them. I think that's how it goes down. Sorry to ruin the magic.
No, I mean,
children.
I think that I feel like it has to that has to happen because that can go really south really quick. It's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, come into my house, and just is like, yeah, come on in.
Just, you know what?
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you all day. Actually,
Relax. I'm gonna take some pictures. Hey, relax.
yeah.
Oh my,
So,
oh my god, I started rewatching Jeffrey Dahmer with my mom. That show is so funny. It's
Really?
it's just because well, it's just the way that he talks. It's just really funny.
yeah.
It's just like because like he's a monster, but it's like if you gave like a retarded child like the taste of flesh. You know what I mean? Like it's the way he
Okay.
talks. He's just gee, Dad, I don't know. It's just I messed up this time. Oh boy.
I made my neighbor a sandwich.
Yeah. Just
and
go ahead.
She wouldn't eat
Hey,
it.
just go ahead and taste the
taste the
sandwich.
sandwich.
Just taste the sandwich. It's got a little bit of
What kind of meat is it? It's meat.
oh geez, I tell you, it's got a little bit of spice, if you know what I mean.
I made it special for
I made
you.
it. I made it. It's got an urban flair to it, if you know what I'm
Oh
saying.
my god.
It's
I
got
hope you
a.
like Chinese food.
It's got. It's actually Mandarin.
Mandarin, that's a language.
Let's just say that this sandwich would really like Arsenio Hall if you. So here's begs the question: was it racist? Because a lot of his victims were black dudes,
They were.
but he also he liked them. He
also fucked him a couple times.
well, no, he said like their skin was beautiful and like their complexion was really beautiful. Like, so is that racist?
I feel like racism is just generally treating someone differently because of their color.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has to be in a negative way.
Yeah.
It was definitely a negative way.
Oh,
but-
well, I mean, eating people. You probably.
Yeah.
I don't really think there's a cool way to spin eating people, but
yeah, but
I did this in a cool
so
way.
I would say yes, it was racially charged. Yeah, I would say yes.
Probably just tasted really good. I don't know. He killed a couple white guys. I bet
If
they
you're a
didn't.
black person and you want to let us have a taste,
I'm just saying. I mean, maybe he was onto something. That's all I'm saying.
maybe.
I bet he's 69. Some of them. And we're back. We're back, baby. We're back. Said relax. Just get on the bed.
Just get on the bed.
I just want
to do a little bit of 69.
to.
And
Oh, jeez. I just gotta really smell your balls for a second. What's that? Oh, don't. That's just.
that's a fish tank.
That's
Don't
a
look
yeah.
in there.
Don't look. That's a vat of acid. I'm really into. He had that in his house.
A vat of acid.
Dude, he had a person decomposing in his house, like as like an end table. Like, no, for real.
That's. I mean,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah.
You know what the funniest part about that show? Nothing's funny. I feel I got to stop saying it's funny. Yeah, I mean,
He actually murdered
yeah,
people.
he
Jake.
murdered people that had lives and families. But the craziest part, like the cop out that he said multiple times on that show, was like cops were like right there.
Yeah.
They were like right there. And they're just like, hey, they're all from Milwaukee, so they all have the same accents. Hey, what's going on over here? You know? And he's like, oh, just don't go in there. It's some gay stuff. That's what he said in the show.
Really?
Cracks me up every time because the cops are like, oh, I don't want to get AIDS. Hey, fuck out of here.
Fuck yeah.
No, but that's like the part that's like crazy is like the super notorious one with like the small like the Asian boy guy.
Yeah.
It's like they were right there, like they saw him.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, that's my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he's too drunk and I got to take him inside. Like, that's horrible, but it's just like.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to find funny, but it's funny to talk about. It's kind of.
I think that white people would probably taste like shit.
You think?
I would think out of.
I feel like people would taste like shit in general.
I disagree.
I actually watched a show. What was it? I watched a clip of a show. It's called Fameless.
Okay.
And I guess it's like a prank show. right? And they got these people, or maybe it was just this one girl, and they made them think that they were on like a cooking show, like you were gonna taste like unorthodox meals made by like master chefs,
Mhm.
right? So like this one chef, he makes them like a sausage, right? And then they're like, "All right, chef." Like the host is like totally in on it too. Like he's like playing like he doesn't.
Oh,
know.
so this isn't real.
No, it's not real. Well, I mean, yeah, spoiler, but
Oh.
that's like the whole thing is like he's like, all right, chef. So they loved your sausage. Why don't you tell us what the secret ingredient is? He's like, okay, I'll give you guys a guess. He's like, so is it 1, fish intestine, 2, human flesh, or 3, shark meat? He just glances over human flesh.
That's like an 80s comedy routine right there.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I was late for school.
And he
My
had-
dog
he-
exploded.
He had a German accent too. So it's just like, is it A, fish intestine, 2, or B, human flesh, or 3, shark meat, you know? And then like one of the girls is just like God help you if it's not shark meat. You know,
Yeah.
she was it's like it's funny because like the way she said it almost sounded like she puts human flesh and fish intestine like in the same, like those are both like I'll be pissed.
Right.
You know?
One or the other, I'm going to be really fucking mad.
Yeah.
If it's one.
So like they guess, and then she's just like, "Well, I've eaten shark meat before." No, she said, she's like, I've had fish intestine before, and I feel like I would. Oh, it was fish liver or something like that. She was like, I would know that taste anywhere. She was like, and I really don't think you're gonna do human flesh, so it's got to be shark meat, right? And then they're like, "All right, chef, what was the secret ingredient?" And he was just like, "It actually is human flesh." You know, and then the host is like, "What?" He's just like, "Yeah." He's like, "You got to think about it. It's a completely renewable meat resource." He's like, "We do it all the time in Germany," and he's like, So she's like, "Someone had to die for us to eat this," and he's just like, "Well, yes. How else would we get this?"
Well, I wouldn't say died for this.
No, yeah, she's just like, "Yes, the person died of natural causes, so we use them to." You know, and then like the chick started like about to cry or whatever, and then they were like, "Well, you're actually not on a cooking show. You're actually on this show called Fameless." You know,
Oh,
and then,
my God.
Then she cried, and it's just like, what the fuck?
That's so mean.
Do you ever watch those shows, like those prank shows? Have you ever watched like what was that one? It was like it was like Room 209 or some shit like that,
Or like kind of like scare tactics.
yeah.
I remember that show.
Those shows were crazy.
They were pretty convincing.
Some of
too.
them were,
good.
yeah.
You know, one of my favorite ones is the one with. Did you ever see the one with Joey Diaz? It's like, so this guy's supposed to like house sit, and he hears like a loud bang outside or whatever. It's like a gunshot, but like Joey Diaz just plays like a mafia guy.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "We got a fucking night in the house. We got a what the fuck?" Like he just scares the shit out of him. But like I used to think that I'm a firm believer that if you had enough time and preparation, you would get me. Like you would get my ass so hard. I feel like I'm so gullible.
It wouldn't be hard to get you.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't be. It would not be. I can freak you out just by being like, "Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god!" And I see you. I see your eyes just like, "What? What? Oh my god! What?"
That's not true.
That happens all the time. I think I did it to you today. For what did I do? I did it to you today. I can't remember what, but it was because remember the light bulb.
Oh,
When I was like opening the light bulbs, right? There was like static. And,
hold on.
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That freaks me out just because this is my stuff.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't want a bulb to break, or you know what I mean? Like
Sure.
that's completely different.
I don't think it is.
I'm saying that if you took the time to do like a scary one,
Uh-huh.
if you had enough prep, I would definitely. I feel like there's definitely
I'm
situations.
saying I could do it without even getting into like special effects and shit.
No, you couldn't.
Dude, yes, I could.
You think that I can get you like that?
Maybe. I'm scared easily.
You know what I would do?
What?
You know what my favorite ones are, and I do find these funny. Like the ones that go too far, that do like the fucking like Mexican cartel. When they just pretend to like, have you seen those?
No.
Dude, straight up, there's this guy, Sam something, and there's been so many videos about him on YouTube that just talk about what he was the guy that like, he didn't start like it's a prank, bro, it's a prank, but like his pranks become just way over the line. Like he was like inappropriately touching women. Like there was one where like he had like a fake hand in his pocket, and he's like, "Hey, can you show me on here how to get to this street or whatever, but like his real hand was down here, and he was like he would like squeeze butts and like just weird. But like one of the ones that like went way too far was like he like kidnapped one of his friends, and they put like a bag over his head, and they just made it sound like the guy and his friend like were there like just getting kidnapped because they were like famous or whatever.
Okay.
And like they pretend to shoot the guy, and his friend has like a legitimate, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking scary because
That's
it's
so
like
funny.
that's scary because it's real, you know. Like it's one thing like to see a freaking little monster man like running at you, right? Like that's scary, but like always in the back of your head, you're like, this fucking can't be, you know.
Yeah.
But if it's like, yeah, people with guns
And they're like
bags over
speaking
your
some
head,
guttural Spanish, you know.
that's actually scary because you're like, this shit happens, you know.
Like you're about to be on a live leak video.
Yeah,
Dude, I've seen some crazy ones where they're just straight up, they're just like, you know, like your family's never gonna fucking find you. Like it's crazy. But
I've seen a few
oh,
decapitation.
oh no,
videos.
not real life. I'm talking.
I've seen real life.
I have too, of course. But
Scary.
yeah, we had unlimited access to the internet when we were children. So yeah, of course. But no, I'm saying like it's a prank, and they sell it, dude. And they're just like you're never gonna see your family. Like your they're never gonna find you. And then they just make like fake gun noises and stuff like that.
That happened to a chick I went to school with.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, there was a
College?
Yeah,
Not high school.
college.
Okay.
There was a girl who was going to NAU around the same time I did. I don't know what she was doing. She was like in like the news, some kind of major involving like being a newscaster or something like that. So she was journalism or something, right?
Okay.
She was traveling abroad, and I think she scored like a gig like doing some coverage in the Middle East. And
This is such a sexy episode, by the way. Keep going.
she got I know, right? 69.
We do this every time. We do this every time where we're gonna have like a
talk about
theme.
whatever comes
Yeah,
up,
yeah, I
but,
know.
No, yeah, and she got like snatched up, and I think like snatched up by like ISIS or something, like fucking something crazy. And yeah, like I don't think they ever found her or heard from her again.
That's the moral of the story.
That's it. There's no.
Oh, this wasn't a fucking prank. They didn't find her.
No, she legit like just got caught up. Like
Oh,
I know, right? How sad.
dude, I get really sad. Like, okay, back to Dahmer.
All right.
No, like, okay, I think about like his first kill, right?
Sexiest episode.
I know.
ever.
Well, he was a. I was. A,
Dahmer was a pretty
I
sexual
was
person.
really. I found them very sexy. No, the first guy that he kills was a hitchhiker,
Yeah.
and the guy was like trying to go to a concert. And this is like when he was exploring his sexual. The problem is that he never wanted them to leave. He had abandonment issues because of his parents. You know what I mean? Like that was the
Right.
whole thing. Obviously, it's no excuse. He took it to the most extreme.
Yeah.
But so this guy's like, "Oh, hey, dude, like I'm trying to go to this concert. You know, can you give me a ride?" And of course, he looks like super sexy. He's got like long hair, and this is according to Jeff. But he's just like, I'll tell you what. Why don't you come over to my house and we'll drink some beers and we'll smoke some grass. We'll lift some weights. That's what he said. Like you know. And they go back, and eventually, like the dude's like, "Can we like go to the show? Like, you know, can we like, you know?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh no, we'll just have one more beer, you know." And anyways, so he according to Jeff, he like puts a smooch on him, you know. Didn't like it. Obviously, he's like, "What the fuck?" You know, says a lot of slurs that were probably more okay in society in the 80s and 70s, but not by today's standards. So I will not repeat them. And anyways, he hits him over the head with like a barbell or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just like he ended up chopping that guy up, cooking his bones so that they would dry out and he could like smash them, and then he dissolved his body. And like the saddest part to me is just like that's what I always think of. Like that's when I get sad, where I'm just like, there's not even anything like left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that happens to people. What was the first time you ever 69'd?
First time I ever 69'd.
Yeah. This episode brought to you by 69ing. 69. If you weigh over 200 pounds, it's probably not for you. Continue.
Oh, okay.
We both weigh over 200 pounds.
I'm 200. Like, cool 200.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Office gag. Sorry. All right, go ahead.
I don't know. It was this girl that I dated in high school.
No. It's okay.
I look because I'm like, they know who she is.
We really got gotta stretch our
We
demographic.
need
dude.
more viewers.
We need
You
to start
guys-
talking about
we
like
need
we need to talk about like Logan Paul. We need to talk about like we need to start talking about hot topics that are like in the algorithm other than our fucking high school friends.
So I 69 this girl. She was really good at it. She had this crazy mole on her ass, and
Okay. That's cool.
she smelled weird.
Like what?
And you know, like fucking beef stew and armpits.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just like, I never heard
I
any
think
of
it's
this.
just no secret that we hate her now. So
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I mean,
know.
you keep bringing up hints. You could just keep going.
I could.
You could have fabricated a fake story if you wanted to, but you
You're right.
decided to be real about it.
no, she didn't. She didn't stink all the time.
You'll stink. It happens.
Yeah, we get stinky sometimes. That night was stinky.
That night was hot and stanky.
And stanky.
There's some stank.
Again.
There's some stank.
Oh yeah, let me do that.
So there she was. There I was. Right? Yeah. Naked as the day we was born. Oh. I laid down. She laid on top of me. I said, ow, that hurts. She was laying the wrong way, so I had to pick her up and flip her around.
She said, oh, that hurts.
I said that hurts.
I said, hey, get that finger out of there. That hole is the exit over there. I'm sorry. Alright, so there we were. Yeah, sweaty and oily, because I bought lube from a sex convention that was going around the corner on the campus. I had some watermelon glow-in-the-dark lubricant.
I feel like people are going to, let's just,
I liked it. I was
you like-
enjoying that.
Are you enjoying that?
I was enjoying. I feel like I can like have more fun with my voice with that one.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Where was I? Watermelon glow-in-the-dark lubricant. I put on some Al Green. No, you didn't. No, I didn't, but can you? Okay. Okay. So Al Green. Again, we were naked at this point. She laid on me, kicked me in the nuts a little bit. It hurt, but in a good way. You know, anything to keep the mood going. So I was just like, ah, ooh.
Stop. Okay. Stop. Please. Please.
And then we 69.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's cool.
You gotta put some music over that.
Yeah, I probably will for like the promo or something like that. I was well into my 20s the first time I ever did it.
Really?
Yeah, I was scared.
Do you want to give us yours?
All
All right.
There was Jake. Alright. Naked as the day he was born. Naked as the day I was born. Can I tell the fucking story? I mean, are you gonna? Can I get ready? I'm trying to go. Okay.
Alright. So,
Wait, hold on. Which one did you just press?
okay.
So I'm there, right? And I'm just watching TV. Okay? And then she's all like,
Hey, I got an idea. And then I was all,
what's your idea? And she was like,
we should try.
wait. I fucked it up. We should try something interesting tonight. And then I was all like,
oh, hell. What are you trying to do? And she was like,
it would be really cool. Because, okay, so I saw this thing on, like, Twitter that, because she took forever to, like, explain things. And so, long story short, she's just like, we should, like, try 69ing. And then I was like,
I've never even considered that in my life. Oh, sorry. Damn, baby. I never once thought about that in my life. And then she was like,
oh, come on, it'll be fun. And then, you know, it,
and then it wasn't fun. Oh, yeah. I didn't like it.
Moral of the story is that I didn't like it. Like, I'm not that interested. I get just like, everyone always thinks that I'm like, not everybody, but like people talk to me all the time. Cause you know, I'm not too, what am I trying to say? I'm not too like, I'll answer questions about like my past and stuff like
Sure.
that. But like I'm not that freaky, and like because of stuff that I've like stories I've told and stuff like that.
Yeah.
People think that I'm like just like this like sex maniac, and I'm really not. And it's like, but here's the whole thing. Here's my thing is that
the whole time we're doing it, right? I'm self-conscious because I'm a big man. I'm a big, strong man. And I got musk and ass hair and
sweaty balls, and it really
And down there,
yeah.
I'm an average man. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so it's like the people who look, this to me is completely like a novelty kind of thing. But like I just don't care for it. Like that's the thing. And it's just like I feel like the dudes that have always cared for it are just kind of like embellishing, you know what I mean?
sure.
It's kind of the guy that's just like, "Oh yeah, I've totally, I've, fucked some chicks." But they, you know what I mean? Like they don't know what to say.
It's like the people who like talk to you about like the like the Urban Dictionary sex positions, Just like, oh, have you ever done a Charizard? Like, no, I bet
No.
you haven't either.
Yeah, you're going to tell me what that is.
Charizard, I think it's like you bust and then you light her pubes on fire.
Yeah, see, I mean,
No, you
yeah,
fucking
no,
haven't.
you
Shut
fucking
up.
haven't. No.
I don't know. There's a lot of. Do you want to get into that? That's fucking gross.
It'd be a fun game.
What?
Oh, you can see the screen. I was gonna say, do you want to do like a spin the wheel on like I give you like some Urban Dictionary
I have to
sexual
guess what it is.
No, like yeah,
Oh.
you can like kind of guess what it is.
We can do that. I don't have to look at the screen.
You want to look at me?
Sure.
All right, let's try it.
All right.
This will be a fun episode. Let's see. Hold on. I feel so dirty typing these. It's so funny because like there's been so many times where like you've made the passing joke of like, oh, when we show our like the computer screen,
Mhm.
you should have like triple X furry porn, to like be stupid. But like I don't. The only reason I say no to it is because I'm so proud of how pristine.
Just get viruses on your computer.
I actually told my friend the other day, I was like, I'm so proud that not once have I ever jerked off on like a computer of mine.
Good.
It's always been a phone. Yeah. That's an old thing. That's an old dude thing now. Like I don't feel like if you had a
No,
computer, would you jerk
no.
off? Yeah, like you just
It's either my phone or if nobody's home on the big screen TV.
you do it on the big screen.
Sometimes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a very alpha move. That like that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe I
Can't wait for my roommate to see this episode.
yeah.
She doesn't watch.
Oh, shit. Well, she's not here.
But oh yeah, sometimes if I'm alone and I have the time, I'll fucking set it up. You never done that?
No.
Damn, you should try it.
Here's the thing. Again, I'm the worst. This is the problem is that I'm the absolute worst when it comes to like I don't like having like sex in public. I don't like having like I don't like doing stuff in cars. I'll show PDA,
Sure.
But like I'm such a fucking dweeb about it. Like so it's like but I don't know, like people just have this weird thing about me where I don't know.
No, I think that's one thing that I'm starting to kind of realize is like people are fucking savage. Like some people really just don't give a fuck. I think Kendra was telling me a story the other day about how she was at this bar.
This is gonna be a not okay episode if I read you some of these definitions, by the way.
Are you sure?
Some of these are pretty wild.
I mean,
Okay, yeah, whatever. All right, cool. Hey, if you haven't done this yet, make sure you sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com,
Patreon.
patreon.com/Basement Dweller Productions, and
should we give the shout out?
we'll get
pretty filthy on there.
also shout out to our newest Patreon. Our first Basement Bay. I don't know why I've had the camera on you the whole time. God,
Because I'm fucking.
you are fucking
pretty.
beautiful. Our first Basement Bay goes out to Izzy. You rock. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being for supporting the podcast. You too can support for 5, 10, 15. If you do support for 15, we do have a special gift for you. Is a 1 of 100 beautifully drawn penis drawing in different kind of every
They're all going to be unique.
all going to be unique. And we want to give that to you guys. Christian over here is quite the artist himself. He has a natural talent for drawing the male human penis.
Pretty good at it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either, but there he is. So I'm sorry. Continue. So we were discussing.
It was just that she was at a bar and she said like as she was coming out or like washing her hands, she said she saw like some dude go into the like a stall with a lady, and she said that he like walked by and he was like shh. She was just like like she didn't say anything, and then she said like the second that like she walked out of the stall, like security was like barging in there.
Oh fuck.
But yeah, some people are just fucking ready to go at all times, dude.
All right, Christian.
You never fooled around in a public place?
No, I don't. I don't like it. I just get soft. I'm not.
I get you. I have. I mean, it's.
I don't like the thing. That's my thing is like, you know what it is for me?
Huh.
I am just in 0% taboo mode. Like, I don't understand what people
Yeah.
find sexy about maybe getting caught.
I think that's what it is. I think it's because, like, you know that feeling like when someone's chasing you up the stairs?
Yeah.
You know, you're just like, ah!
Yeah.
You know, I think it's like that kind of feeling, but like longer and milder and more drawn out, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's that like little sense of panic that kind of turns people on.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know, like if you ever had like, you know, we might die sex or like we almost died sex, like it's pretty good sex. You know?
Have you had that?
Yeah. You ever been like driving and like you almost come really close to getting in a car accident and you're just like, I'm gonna fuck you. So
I
good
never
when we
come.
get home.
I never come really close in a car. So
Me either, but what?
that was just
That was funny.
yeah.
But like, yeah, like that kind of shit, or you know, like you witness some fucked up shit on the street, or like, I don't know, like.
No.
I'm trying to think of other examples, but those are both horrible examples.
Okay, for the record, I've definitely done stuff in a car.
Yeah, but that's not public. I'm not saying. Well, I guess it's not public either. But like what I'm saying.
Okay,
I'm just saying,
but like when I've done
I'm
it,
saying that like that heightened like adrenaline from something that
yeah,
just
I'm not
happened.
a fan. Not a fan.
No.
No.
Hmm.
But also, let me make it very clear: like, if it was ever in a car, it was definitely like nighttime, and like no one was around.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to like the Walmart parking lot to. I'm just saying, like a dim, like a bright lit area.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, So I don't know. Man, Urban Dictionary is fucking gross.
Urban Dictionary is a fucking cesspool.
Some of these aren't that bad though, so I'll give you your first one.
All right, hold
Chris-
on, wait.
Oh, you ready? All right, Christian. Let's say you take a bad baddie home, and she says, I want you to lay me down and give me a Viennese oyster.
A Viennese oyster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Viennese oyster. I'm assuming the oyster is a pussy.
Don't say that's so gross. Don't say it like that.
I'm assuming the oyster is a vaginal crevice.
Yeah, I like that more. Here we go. I'm stroking. Go ahead.
You just said Viennese oysters. I can't wait for you to give me the definition so you can.
This one's actually pretty. I'll give you a hint. This one's pretty not vanilla, but it's a lot better than.
I'm wondering what the Viennese part has. Is it Viennese or Vietnamese?
No, Viennese. Viennese. Viennese.
I will reiterate. She said, lay me down and give me a Viennese oyster.
I don't know. Is that just like where you
Come on, just
come on her in like a squiggly mustard pattern?
no. That. In what way is that?
A lot of these are not sexual at all. Dude.
So, a Viennese oyster is
All
the
right.
visual
Hold
presentation.
on, wait.
Wait. So Christian's all like, girl, what the hell is a Viennese oyster? And then she's all like, hell, that's the visual presentation of a woman's vulva when the legs are lifted behind the ears.
So it's just like her, just like getting really. That's like a
That's a position.
yeah.
Whew.
It's called the Viennese oyster. Very
mean-
flexible. You
I
gotta be
mean,
very
yeah.
flexible.
That's cool, I guess. Just
Let me see that vulva. Get them legs up there.
I do that really good. I was pretty proud of myself. We made a little promo before the episode actually started, and I was pretty proud of how well my backup vocals were on that one. All right.
do you want me?
Wait, can I do one with you? Yeah.
Okay,
After
we'll switch
after
it.
this one.
We'll
After
switch
this
it,
one.
yeah.
Okay. All right, Christian.
So you bring a baddie home. You put on your Issues CD. You give her a PBR. And she's nice and ready to go. And then she's like, Christian, I want you to give me a leapfrog.
A leapfrog?
A leapfrog.
A leapfrog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess.
Wait, hold on. This isn't right. This wasn't a sexual position. Wait, hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay,
right.
okay.
Christian, I want you to give me the good old deck chair.
Deck chair.
Yeah.
Deck chair. I'm gonna assume that means I lay down like a crab walk,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm on my all fours on my back,
Mm-hmm.
and then my package is just like pointing straight up, and then she sits on it like a park bench.
Okay. Squashing the deck chair. Receiving partner on
Bottom, legs pulled up with knees near head. It's hard to read these while I'm also doing the camera. I'm sorry. Legs pulled up with knees near head. Penetrating partner on top. Holds partner's legs. Yeah, we're gonna
stop this because I feel like people didn't hear anything I just said. Okay, receiving partner on bottom, legs pulled up with knees near head, penetrating partner on top, holds partner's legs.
Receiving partner.
So it's almost like both of your hands
Uh-huh.
are like the legs. Yeah, for the record, if anyone told me like this is
Holy
what I want to
shit.
do, like you're out your fucking mind. We actually addressed this in a previous episode
Yeah.
of sex positions where I like how we put all the flexible, like
All the really hard ones.
yeah, at the bottom, and that just means because we're both fat and out of shape, so we can't do them.
All right, let me do you one.
Hold on. I'm trying to. You kind of have to read some of these before it happens.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
because some of them are, for some reason are not.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. What do you got for me? If you use two fingers, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you got it. Okay.
We just use 2 fingers.
What do you got for me?
All right.
All right, I'm ready.
Alright, so Jacob, you just got home from a long night of drinking. You guys are both a little tipsy, a little light in the head, if you know what I mean. Oh, I know what you mean. Alright. Yeah. She says, hey boy, I want you to give me an Italian chandelier.
Let's make it a little bit more realistic. That if I was that drunk, I would say go home. Like I'm ready. Okay, so an Italian chandelier.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. An Italian chandelier. They got to be swinging. Like it's got to be. Does it involve some kind of like apparatus that makes them off the ground?
No.
No, really.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say the Italian chandelier is. This is hard.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make us like an
Again,
educated.
they're so like out of left field.
I
It's
know.
Like,
Okay. The only thing I can imagine is that I'm flat on my back, you know,
okay.
and I'm still gonna say that somehow, some way, she's like able to like use her body's momentum of motion
Uh-huh.
to just kind of like shake. You know what I'm saying? Like just to kind of like hip wivel.
Uh-huh.
You know, but it's not her on the bed. It's her like she's like
Okay.
you know kind of swinging.
Okay.
How wrong am I?
You know, you got the
No, I didn't.
Yeah, no, you got the placements correct.
Okay.
So yeah, you're laying down,
Okay.
right? Girls on top. It says it's a variant of a reverse cowboy, which is strange. Or I guess it could be a reverse cowgirl too. But essentially, it's a reverse cowgirl. Receiving partner is on top.
Receiving partner is on top, arching her back, placing her hands on the ground, penetrating partner on bottom.
So essentially, it's
Get
just
out of my house.
essentially it's just a reverse cowgirl, but she's doing it like a crab stand on you.
I don't like that.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's
I don't like
some
that.
exorcist shit.
Give me one more and we'll go to break.
Okay, let me see. Well, now it's just giving me definitions for sexual positions.
I feel like some normal ones I could probably get wrong too.
Oh god, this one sounds gross. Hold on.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
It's a lot of reading.
It's so gross, bro.
Ew.
What is it?
Hey, Jacob, you sexy beast. I want you to give me a blossoming flower.
Oh. Hold on. Say it again. Don't change.
A blossoming flower. Get the fuck out of my house, lady. But baby, I love you so much. Alright. I want to be your flower. Only 'cause I love you so much. Oh, baby.
This is so stupid. There's no fucking wonder why people don't make it past 6 minutes on this show. This show is just for us, dude.
Whatever. I'm having fun.
A blossoming flower.
I can tell you.
Okay,
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. It's not what your immediate gut, like knee-jerk reaction is.
Okay, though, hold on. I'm gonna ask a hint.
Okay.
Does it involve like visceral or like is it viscera or like period blood?
It's not a rosebud, if that's what you're asking.
Okay, so here's my philosophy behind this whole thing.
Nothing to do with prolapse.
Give me the name again.
Blossoming flower.
Can you use it in a sentence? Is there a sentence down there?
No.
Oh, usually they come with a sentence. Okay, I'm going to assume blossoming. So it's.
I'm honestly having trouble trying to like.
Hold on. Okay, so I'm imagining that it's blossoming. So it's like it's getting maybe bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm imagining it's something. This is a way out of left field, but you got to tell me yes or no right here. Because if it's not this, I don't. Does it involve some kind of stimulant of the actual like lips?
No.
Oh fuck. Okay. But it's gross.
It's not gross. Honestly, the name is grosser than the fucking actual thing.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that she's on the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm imagining. This is what makes me feel bad is because like I'm already like a big boy. But like if I could imagine like okay, so if I could do like okay. So like she's right here, right? Am I still in the shot? Okay. Here, I'll just okay. I'm imagining like all my weight is like kind of like when a quarterback's like whoop, whoop, you know what I mean? Like he like puts his hands right here. I feel like I'm right here, like on her goods. And I'm kind of like
okay.
You know, I'm kind of like holding it in. I'm like blossoming the flower. You know what I'm saying?
You have the right idea. So
hold on. But so how close am I?
You're you're focusing on the wrong part of it.
Oh wait, is it a butthole thing?
No.
Oh okay. What is
No.
it?
So it says it's a variant of the missionary position.
Okay.
Okay. So already.
Okay. So points for that. Okay.
It says like the missionary position, the receiving partner. This doesn't sound as cool without the voice.
Like the missionary position, the receiving partner is on their back, but they also spread their legs, lift their hips, and arch their back.
I'm gonna stop you right there for a second because I'm 100% positive you're adding the theys.
They're saying there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing they
All right,
because
cool,
it
cool.
works better with the voice.
Why does it work better with the voice, Christian?
Because it sounds like a big, hardy black man.
I just want to hear you say
All
it.
right,
That's
sorry.
fine. That's all right. That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead.
I'm doing a character.
That's okay.
God damn it.
Hey.
Let me talk in my normal voice with that, okay?
Okay. Go ahead.
Like the mission.
Like the missionary position, the receiving partner is on their back, but they also spread their legs, lift their hips, and arch their back. The receiving partner is literally and figuratively opening himself up to their lover and thus allowing for deeper penetration.
Okay. So when you say
That
it that
sounded
way,
like 1984.
you know what that sounded like? It sounded like Zarbon from Power Rangers.
Zordon.
It sounded like Zarbon's not. That's a Dragon Ball Z character. 100%. Yeah. When you say, okay, I get it now because like you got to add like the theys.
You gotta
like
be
yeah
a
because
flavor
it
master.
was just like
Hey, Green Ranger, are you familiar with the blossom? With the what is it called? The what? Oh, the blossoming flower. Green Ranger, I need you for a special mission. We need you to do the blossoming flower on the Pink Ranger. Yeah,
you got to kind of
What was
kind
the
of.
little robot's name?
Oh my god, I don't remember. Oh, yeah, the little gay robot. Just beep, boop, boop.
Yeah.
He always did like crazy, like he did like fucking C3. Yeah, but like
Yeah.
So you kind of have to do like the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta like okay.
You gotta do the voice. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to appropriate it.
So I
want to
want to make it very clear that I didn't hear a single word of that though. So I need you to just
All
say
right.
it. Okay, I just
like the missionary position, the receiving partner is on their back.
Mm.
All right, so the lady on their back.
so I had that right.
Yeah. But they also spread their legs, lift their hips, and arch their back. The receiving partner is literally and figuratively opening themselves up to the lover and thus allowing for deeper penetration. So it's essentially they're just doing like, you ever seen like people in CrossFit, how they do bench presses, how they lift up their ass and back and arch it out?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like that, but
Oh.
missionary. So
That's kind of romantic.
it's cool. It's, yeah, very vulnerable. I guess that's the whole point of it. Viennese oyster. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that one's pretty crazy. I like that one. I would do that one.
I want to see. Hold on.
What?
I just hold on.
What?
I just want to find like a crazy one.
I guess that one wasn't crazy. Yeah, you made that sound like it was.
These
way
are
more-
like passionate. I want to see like.
Now, that one I might cry after. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm just like, wow. I'm so glad. Let's try browse.
Oh,
It's Urban Dictionary. I'm assuming that there's a lot of them.
there's got to be. There has to be. I never took the time. Like you said, there was always that kid in high school that knew all of these. I could have taken it or left it. You know what I mean? I'm solid. I don't need to know any of these. I feel dirty. I feel like I need to go to church after this anyways. I don't like this. This is some real schmut. You know what I'm saying? I just need to know what you're searching up. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, like some of these, like, how about this? Give me a food.
Burrito.
Oh God, that's
Yeah.
I know where that's going.
Yeah, baby. Let's go burrito. What do you got for me?
We got a salted burrito.
Okay.
You know what that is?
That I would assume that has to do with cocaine.
No,
Okay. Dandruff.
no.
Oh, I'm just thinking of gross white things. Okay. Is it having sex with someone or like an inanimate object? Like, am I having sex with somebody?
Sort of. It's not. It's like a noun. It's not even a verb.
Does that one have a sentence?
It says, "Oh my God." No, you. It says, "Oh my God, Stacy, he had such a salted burrito."
Oh, is it just like scurvy dick? Like,
Yeah.
Is it just like nasty?
It's just a salty dick.
It's some stanky dick. Okay.
What else we got?
Do you want me to give you another one?
Yeah, give me another one.
Fried chicken.
Oh God.
I'm just thinking of like savory foods.
Fried chicken. Oh no.
Oh baby,
You
what?
better not share the screen on this one.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sharing the screen on this. I'm not sharing the screen on any of these.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Is this one really gross?
It's really racist.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, we're not. That's a whoopsie from the basement dwellers. We're sorry. We're not doing that
We're
one.
so sorry.
Yeah, we're not doing that one. Let's do. Tell me off, Mike. I kind of want you to tell me now, but
I can't. I can't, dude.
okay,
I just
it's
fucking.
That's fine. It's fine.
Can I just show you this?
No, dude, tell
Can
me
I
off.
just
'Cause
show-
we're gonna go on break. We're gonna go.
Okay,
Break. We're gonna go
I want you to see the screen.
I
Can
oh
you
no
sh- can
no
you-
because it'll record it. So
Okay,
let me
just-
yeah let me all right let me see let me take a look. Wait. First of all, let me make sure. Okay, no, it's not going to be in. Okay, let me see.
Just scroll through them.
Wow.
Give them a little scroll.
Okay.
Read the first one.
I want to read a section that is playfully racist. Okay, first of all, I don't see why everyone says that fried chicken is a black people food. ... Because I'm white and I love that shit.
I love that. Shit.
Okay. Let's see. This isn't even sexual.
No.
This was just racist.
Yeah, it was just racist. You should know better. The internet, remember?
All right, this is a bummer. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, well, we're gonna take a quick break after that one. Point is, if you are, episode 69, I hope it gives you some kind of incentive to do some crazy shit. Don't do fried chicken. I mean,
Don't do fried chicken. That means you're racist.
yeah, it means you're racist. Don't do
But
fried chicken. You're racist.
You can enjoy fried chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know? Just don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird.
Just don't make it weird.
Don't make
You know
it
what I'm
weird.
saying? We all like it.
Yeah, we like it.
You know? 11 herbs and spices.
Lemon and spices. A lot of these, I feel like you were just kind of fucking with me. I feel like you knew all of those stories, or you knew all those positions, and you were just like, "Let's see what Jacob knows."
No. Like I said, I looked up the stupid, like you would never do that.
But here's the
in real
thing.
life
But
ones.
here's the thing, though, is that I know for a fact that you maybe not like in real life have had these experiences, but I feel like definitely like you had access to the internet way before I did.
Okay.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like you by the time I was like starting to have like even the remote like just starting to get into things, you were like, I was into that shit when I was in the 3rd grade, man.
How old
Like,
were you when you lost your virginity?
it was after high school.
Really?
Yeah, it was after high school.
No.
Yeah, it was. Remember when we had this whole conversation when I sold it so good that you didn't believe me. I'll never forget this day. I lived in California. And you were like, remember, I'll never forget. We won't say names, but you called me
Mm-hmm.
and you were like, I'm here with this person right now, and I need you to be honest with me right now. Did this actually happen? Do you remember that phone call?
Yeah.
I know you remember that phone call.
Yeah.
And remember that's when I decided to be like, I'm gonna be real with you, man. All the things I said about high school never happened.
No, because this is kind of shattering my universe now because one person in particular, like, you never had sex?
No.
Bro.
No.
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 Really?
Really. I never did. I did not have sexual intercourse.
Segs.
Quiere sex? I didn't do the nasty until I was 20.
Whoa.
I lost my virginity at the house that I lived in with.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the whole time
I can't be friends with you anymore, man.
I know, right? Isn't like your whole like just
I don't like that.
why?
Because you talked so much. You're like, yeah, you're right. You said so many things.
I just wanted my
Wow.
I wanted my friends to not think I was gay.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jim.
I told you all this before.
There's no way that's true.
It is true.
No, I'm calling bullshit.
I-
I'm calling so much bullshit.
why?
Because there are so many stories, so many that
I Kaiser Soze'd so many people. Again, I just wanted to be like we were making that joke. Like I was never
I'm mad that I've never asked you that question before.
I was never like the Urban Dictionary guy, but I was definitely just like, oh come on, guys, you know when you
I feel like a monster. You know how old I was? I
How
was
old?
14.
You're 14.
Yeah.
What? You gotta tell the story.
Uh,
Can you tell the story?
It's fucked up. It's kind of okay. So like I was dating this girl. I was 14. She was 16, and
Cool.
yeah, her mom had epilepsy. I promise we'll come back. It'll kind of make sense.
This episode is gonna have so many. I might make like 7 or 8 promos for this episode because. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh God. Yeah. So she had that, and I remember there was one time where where she was like, "Oh my God, my mom's having a seizure." I was like, "Oh my God, is she okay?" She was just like, "Yeah." She's like, "She'll be like this for like, I don't know, like 10 minutes." And I was like, and then she's like, "It's gonna take her like another 5 minutes to like really come to." You know,
Wait.
her home situation was not great.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
This is leading me to suspect that the mother was in the room.
No.
You're such a liar. No,
She wasn't in the room. She wasn't in the room.
she's fucking compulsive, and you're so horny. Oh my God, is she okay? And you're just
It was kind of like it wasn't in the room. It was in like pretend like this was her house, right? The couch is right here. She's laying down on the couch.
who is
The mom,
Oh my God.
right? Having a seizure. Just season the fuck out.
Oh my God. My left arm's
we were
going down.
literally-
I'm
we
about to
were-
have a stroke.
We were literally standing like right where you and I are, just standing over her.
Just like
Yeah, and I'm just like, how long? How long is she gonna be like that?
that's fucked up.
Yeah. And she's just like, oh, this happens. She'll be like this for like 15, 20 minutes, right? And I remember being like, well, so
Please tell me you didn't insinuate like you didn't initiate.
I did. So like, I remember I had stolen my dad because I was like, oh, I got a girlfriend now. Like, I better have a condom on.
I'm a
me at
man
all
of the house.
times.
I'm 14 goddamn years old. I got
I stole one of my dad's condoms, and I had it in my wallet. And it's funny because I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was like that day, I took the condom. Like I don't know if I like just willed it into happening, and then God was just like, "All right, Christian, here, she's having a seizure now. Your move." It's just like I remember being like, what can we do in 20 minutes? Like I said that to her.
Oh my God.
She was just like, what? I was just like, well, because this is the thing. Is like, it's scary as an outside person walking in to see someone's mom having a seizure,
Yeah.
right? She's fucking totally numb to it now. Like, she's like, oh, yeah, that happens, you know? And I was like, what can we do in 20 minutes? And then I remember kind of like being like, well, you know, we have been talking that, you know, we want to be closer in our relationship. And She's like, well, we don't have any condoms. I was like, oh, I got a condom.
You're such a fucking sleazebag, dude.
And she was just like, what? She was like, well, I got to keep an eye on her. I was like, just go into the other room. And
you know what though? I will. You know what? I will sympathize that the plight of the horny high school man.
that's definitely like, horny teenager moves for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't care if my house is on fire. If I know that I'm this close to getting it wet, you know what I mean? Like, it's back then I would have done it. You know what I mean? So I want to sympathize with you.
You don't have to. I know I'm a piece of shit for doing that.
Yeah, but that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I like how you said we have 20 minutes. It's like as if
And then,
you.
does it take you longer than 20 minutes?
No,
What?
no.
It doesn't, right?
That's what I'm saying.
20 minutes is enough
So
time.
you're like, no. So that's what I'm saying. So 20 minutes is more than enough time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay. You could have been like, well, we got 5 minutes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah. All the way down to 10 minutes, I would be like, we're fine.
oh my god.
You know. So yeah, that happened, and then I remember like that was when I lost. That's how I lost my virginity.
Oh my god.
You know. So like I fucking just. I don't want to say I finessed the situation, but I was
Christian being the Riz master that he is.
just having a condom on me. I was so excited to make it happen. You know, the Riz master.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that. And
Yeah, mine.
if
was
you're
nothing-
watching, you know who you are. I'm so sorry. I feel like shit. I think about that often, and I feel like shit about that.
like, you need to atone for that.
Oh, I atoned for it. You know why?
Why?
Because now I don't come from blowjobs from that girl. I've told that story here before. That's like a monkey paw, dude. Like,
you lost your virginity, but the stimulus.
but now blowjobs don't work for me.
Wow. No, mine was very romantic in a way.
Oh god.
Well, no, mine
Boring.
very. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's like the whole thing is like I was so afraid of this episode coming because it was just like, what am I honestly gonna talk about? Like,
It's all right. Just give us a walkthrough.
no, it was just
Give us
like.
the play-by-play.
Do you remember like the song? Do you remember like the maybe it was Lion King?
No.
No, I'm just saying like I had like that like just like because I'm such a romantic dude, and so I'm just like, you know, because like I'm like in the heat of it. I'm just like, cause I'm gonna love you. I didn't really say that, but you know what I mean. But in my head, I'm like, for the rest of my life.
Oh,
You know,
God.
I'm like in it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
But no, it was just like we planned it.
Okay.
Like it was like this is gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
I didn't jack off for 2 days.
Oh.
I was so excited. You know what I mean? Like I was just like I'm gonna, you know.
Just give her a big old load.
Yeah. And so I was just excited. Like I was just such a dork about it. Like she was just like, oh, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Oh, you know. I did make the mistake of asking, like, well, like, is this like you too? And she was like, no. But
Wait, what?
it wasn't like her losing her virginity.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, well.
She was like, oh, you're cute.
yeah. Not that she was like you know, a freak or anything like that. It's just she was like, no. I was like, oh, well, I wish I didn't ask.
She
Cause
was like, no, Jacob, I'm 18. I've had hundreds of sexual partners.
don't you know what it's like to be a teenager in America, Jacob? I was like, clearly not. You know what my ass getting career was like for the long, like if I could sum it up. Do you remember Codename Kids Next Door?
Yeah.
And it's like there's like that big party going on with all the teenagers.
Yeah.
And then there's like that quick like little like every teenager in town must be at that party.
Mm-hmm.
And then it cuts to like that sad lonely nerd.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's like out his window and he's like like, that was me. You know what I mean? Just like that was me. And so anyways, so no, it was nice. And like I'm even to this day, like this is why I know like I've always made the joke about just like, oh,
Stop beating around the bush and just give us the
Okay.
the deets.
There are
bro.
no deets. That's why I'm trying to
How
like
did it
do-
happen? Okay, so
No,
fucking,
so we
no,
plan-
you said, is this your first time? And then something about a Lion King song.
No, it's just my head. It was just romantic. Like it was romantic.
How did it
to
happen?
me.
Where were you guys coming from? Were you guys getting dinner? Were you guys?
No, it was just in my house. It was just my house,
And you're
and
just like rubbing up on her leg. And
no, it was literally just like it was just straight like we're gonna go upstairs now, you know, like we're gonna go
you
upstairs.
said that, or she said that?
No, we're just like well, about to hit the old dusty trail. You know, I'm just gonna go upstairs.
You
Yeah,
just did the Jacob move. Just I'm tired.
yeah,
I think I'm gonna go to my bed.
yeah, pretty much, but like just not slick. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so like no, it just happened, and it's just like it was just like a fucking teen movie. You know, it was as beautiful as Missionary. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Looking at each other's eyes.
Mm.
This is when I wasn't super fat. I was just kind of chubby, so I wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like I was just kind of like making normal noises, you know. But the best part about it is that like, you know, we're like 30 seconds in and I'm just like, I'm,
Yeah.
you know, and I get a knock on my door
Nice.
and I'm like, hold on a second. And I walk over and I go like, you know, I do like the, yeah, you know,
Mm.
and it's my roommate. I mean, I already said it's,
Okay.
and he was like, hey, I'm sorry. Can I have a GameCube controller? And I was just like, yeah, hold on. Close the door. Go get him one. Open the door. I'm like, but like I have it to where it's just like barely the GameCube controller fits through the door. I'm just
Yeah.
like, there you go. You know, close the door, back into it. You know, now I got to finesse her all over again. You know,
Uh-huh.
2 minutes goes by. It's another.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. I thought we had Melee downstairs, and we don't. Can I get your copy of Melee? So that was how I lost. And then I was like, okay, cool. And then after that, you know, I got the. I will tell you though, it's just like every other person. I would say most people in that age group though. As soon as it happens one time, you're like, this is the reason for living. You know, like this is like all I want to do. Like
Yeah.
it's just you know, you become amazed with your real sexual
Yeah.
prowess. Like
Yeah.
when you know.
You ever get to a point where you're just like, I've got to be pretty good at this?
Yeah.
Have you gotten there?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, just, I don't know, maybe it's just like your partner, or like you just can feel like what you're doing is working, and then you're just like, I think I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Like, you've never had that, like,
I mean, I'm just so.
or have you always just been like, I'm probably pretty mid. Like,
Well, I mean, again,
I'm
like,
not the best. I'm not the worst.
I've definitely told you stories in the past where it's like, I'm my own worst critic.
Sure.
So it's like and I think I've talked about it on the show before. Like, there's a lot of things that like, I can't really think of a situation in my real life where like, what do you call that? Because it's just like, I know so many I'm gonna say specifically dudes. Like,
Okay.
I know so many dudes that are just like, oh, she's fucking screaming right now. Like, I am the man.
Yeah.
I know, and you know so many of them.
Sure.
You know what I mean? That feel like they kind of like just peaked really high sexually at a young age.
Yeah.
Or you're so desensitized to pornography that like this is the norm.
Uh-huh.
But for me, I've always just been an old Jewish lady about it. Or I'm just like, when they're just like going berserk, and I'm just like, hey.
Hey, we have neighbors.
Yeah, I'm like, settle down. You know? And it's just like, I've told you about situation, you know, it's just like, you know, I'm not a big hookup guy, and like,
Yeah.
but I've had them before.
Sure.
This was kind of something that we were going to close the show with, but so this was like one of those fantasies I had or I wanted, but it was like fulfilled,
Okay.
where I'm just sitting home at night
Mm-hmm.
and I get a text, you know, it's ding ding, and it was like, hey, I just broke up with my boyfriend.
Nice.
Come pick me up.
Oh.
But I want to make it very. But here's the thing. Here's why it was so like alarming.
Uh-huh.
Never have we ever
Mhm.
been like romantic, like flirted.
Okay.
We were friends through work,
Okay.
and I'll tell you. I know I've told you the story, but I'm just trying to be very, you know.
Sure.
But we were friends through work.
Uh-huh.
But I always thought she was pretty, you know. So of
Sure.
course I'm just like, the best part about it too. Remember how many times have I said on this show that like the universe knows when you're high.
Yeah.
So like the universe will throw weird curveballs at you when you're super stoned.
Yeah.
So I'm baked out of my mind. And what's the one thing I don't like to do when I'm stoned, which is drive. I don't like to
Sure.
and drink and drive. You don't do that. I don't do that. But so I'm stoned playing video games or whatever. This was when Robert was going to go to the Air Force, and so he left me his PlayStation.
Cool.
So like I was like playing Street Fighter or something like that, and I get a text, bing bing, you know, just like, hey, I just broke up with my boyfriend, like come pick me up. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, it's, you know, I've never got up quicker, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I pick her up and stuff like that, and it's just like the whole time I'm not enjoying this because it's just like, are you fucking Riley Reid? Like, what are you doing right now? Like, I am not Johnny Sins up in this piece. Like, it was just very just like you know what I mean? And it's just like that just is such a huge turnoff for me because I don't believe it. That's my whole thing. If I was I was really getting you to like that real sexual prowess and I could believe you, of course that's a good feeling.
Sure.
But like at one point
I feel like you could tell when it's fake.
I feel like it was totally fake.
I feel like girls think they're slick about it sometimes, but I feel like I can tell.
I think it was totally fake, and that's what put
Well,
me.
yeah, because you said she had just broken up with her boyfriend, so my guess is like she's probably dealing with something internally where she's just like, I need to feel like I'm getting back at him, you know. So like,
Maybe.
then it's like she's gonna overact and be like, "Oh, you were so good. You're so much better than that
Yeah.
guy," you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, and fucking people do shit like that. I mean,
I remember during that. I didn't say anything during that.
Mhm.
This was also the one. I definitely told you this. This is the one where like we're making sweet, passionate love, and and she like slapped me. I told you that story.
I think so. But
Same
but-
part. I'm just like, no. Like I stopped like mid, and that's what I'm saying. Like she had to have gone home and been like, that was the worst thing I've ever done, because I was so like Gordon Ramsay about it, where I'm just like, this isn't fucking good.
Yeah.
Because like she hit me, I was like, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
And then so as it progresses, we're doing other things,
Uh-huh.
and she's doing the thing, the again, and I'm like, knock it off.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, there isn't, you know what I mean? Like it just doesn't exist. Like it's
Yeah,
just,
sure.
and so like that's like my whole thing where I'm just like all these crazy passionate things that people have said or have actually done. Like that's not for me. Like it's just like I like to have fun.
Yeah.
But like I feel like I know when you're fucking. Like, what are you
No,
doing?
you totally know when people are being disingenuous about it. I mean, I've definitely had some where I'm like, that wasn't as good as you made it sound, you know?
Right.
But I've also had some where I'm like, where it's like the feeling's kind of mutual throughout, you know? Where like I'm like, this feels better than all the other times I've done this, you know?
I want to make it very clear for the fact that I'm allowed into your sacred temple. Like there,
Right.
like 9.9 out of 10 times. I'm so thankful that this is amazing.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah,
man.
this is amazing. Like this is incredible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, but I know like this is the problem is that look, I know that previous relationships will probably tell you now, oh yeah, he sucked.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, that's just how it is. You know what
This
I mean?
is what I'll say. And this is going to be, this is funny because I always use this as my little go-to that I'm not bad at sex,
Yeah.
right? I don't do it that often, but from what I understand, I'm not bad at it. And this is because two separate women,
Okay.
this is funny. This is because two separate women who have no ties to each other whatsoever, who have no clue about each other,
Yeah.
right? Two separate women have told me, they've told me, your dick is magical.
Wow. That's a nice compliment.
I know, right? I was like, the first time I was kind of like, no, you know. But then when I got it a second time, I was like, what is it about this guy down here? You know, like. So that's where I'm kind of like, you know, it's like like what do you call it, like a control group kind of thing.
Okay.
You know, like
We asked 9 out of 10 dentists if Christian's
yeah,
dick
like
and balls were
let me
magical.
test like what the Skittle tastes like, and I'm gonna give it to 70 people, and then 60 people said it tastes like lime, and 10 people said it tastes like green apple. So it's like you're gonna go with lime, right? You're gonna assume the flavor is lime.
Sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Like a weird analogy, but I'm saying like when it's more than one person gives you the same compliment, I'm kind of like that's either everyone's go-to compliment
Mhm.
and it's fake, or I'm doing something right,
Right. So the point that I was getting to is just like if you want to ask like real like if you want to ask a person,
Mm.
what is it like to sleep with Jacob?
Yeah.
You should probably ask someone who either just hates me now or is like an ex-girlfriend, because I would like to hope they give you an honest
They
opinion.
won't, dude. They
But
won't.
they don't when they're with that's my whole thing. And it's just like I don't know what it would take
Mhm.
to really like convince.
I've also been told,
Every person I've been with, of course, has been like, "Oh, that was amazing," but I'm just like, I don't believe you.
see, this is what probably one of the more honest ones that I ever got. There was a situation where one of my exes like had left me for another guy, right? And then we got back together shortly after,
Mm.
right? And I remember she told me, she was like, he's bigger than you. He's like way bigger than you, but you're way better at sex.
That's a pretty cool feeling.
I was like, I'll take it.
I'd take
because
that.
I know this for a fact. I'm average. I'm not, I'm not packing heat, but
Yeah.
I'm not, dealing with a fucking little squirt gun.
Yeah.
So I know I'm like, okay, so I know that I'm decent down there, but the fact that she was like, well, he's got a bigger dick, but you're better at sex. I was like, fuck, I'll take it. Like that's a great compliment to me.
That's cool.
Better.
I mean, that's like the literal definition of like it's it's the motion of the ocean.
no, don't put me in that category.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's not the
That's the
size
tiny
of
dick argument.
It's not the size of the boat. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, that's never phased me either. I mean, I could have someone. I don't know. I have this weird repression of emotion where like things that you would think would bother me just don't, especially when it comes to like male sexual prowess.
Sure.
I mean, you could say all day long, like you could send me a selfie right now as an ex-girlfriend and be like, fucking my new boyfriend. And he's better than you, and he's packing big. I'll look at it and I'll just put my phone down. Like it doesn't upset.
No, yeah, that stuff doesn't bother me either. It's more like I don't know. Let me also say this as a preface. Like I've had recent sexual encounters, and it was not my best.
Once I pushed 250, like after 250, like we're calling that the downward spiral.
I just know some like a few times recently. I was like off my game for sure. I was also very drunk, so I was like,
yeah. See, I can't
I'm
even.
sorry.
I can't.
You didn't get the best of me. Okay, I'm so sorry. Maybe we could try again.
Maybe. JK, unless.
A side eye.
Yeah. So it's just like I don't know. My whole thing is that it's just like. Maybe I just don't like. I don't know. I get this way about compliments too. Like I don't like.
You're like me, where you assume like when someone compliments you, you're automatically like, I feel like you're lying.
Like, are you doing this because you feel like
are you trying to make me feel better?
Right.
Like,
It's like when people say like look, like I have recently disclosed in therapy that like sometimes all I need to be told is that I'm doing a good job.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. You know, it's just because unfortunately I don't get it a lot. You know, from the people that I should get it from, and even when I've had people just be like, you know what, like, you're doing awesome, man. You know, I'm proud of the show, and you know, you're sticking with it with your job. You got a big boy job. I know you had to move back in with your mom, but you know what? It's only temporary. I'm really proud of you. There's always a part of me that's just like, are you saying these things right now because you think I'm gonna kill myself?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's
like the pity comments.
I have a weird thing when it comes to just accepting comments with grace. You know, like I'll say thank you. You know, I'm not gonna be like, you're a fucking liar. You know,
I will be.
Yeah, but,
you're lying.
yeah. But that kind of goes back to just sexual encounters and stuff like that, where I'm just like, if your love language is praise,
yeah,
I'll accept it. Thank you.
Who doesn't? I mean, but who doesn't like praise? You know what I mean? Like,
Of course, but maybe I just get a little bit. I get a little awkward when it's just like, oh my god, that was amazing. You rocked my world. I've never had a bet. You know what I mean?
Are you
I'm
having
just like,
sex with a fucking Danzig groupie?
no, I'm just saying. Like I'm
you
just
rocked my world.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That just that. See, when you do,
You rocked my world, baby.
he's kind of sounded.
You rocked my world.
He sound like Borat a little bit, like. But no, I just I don't know. My whole thing is that it's just like, look, thank you.
Yeah.
You don't need to. You don't need to. You know what I mean? Like you just don't need to do that. If that's what you want to do, I don't know.
I've always like I think I was telling you recently, like I've told you before. I've told you guys before, you know, I don't seek sex, you know. It's fun when it happens. I'm glad when it happens, you know, but it's not something I'm like, I got to fucking get my rocks off.
Have you ever been like that? Cuz I've never been like that either.
I have been. Okay, so this is like where I was going with it. I have been, right? Especially like when I was in like college. I was horny as shit in college. Okay, but I think that also was partially because I was in a relationship where I was having sex on the reg, and then that ended, and I was like, you know, like what now? Like this sucks. You know, my balls hurt all the time.
I'm sick. I never had that. Like even now, it's just like I've had friends that are just like, oh, you need to get back out there. And I've had people that are just like, you need to wait. But it's just like, in all honesty, like I just don't have any interest right now.
Yeah.
This is why I always like, you know, this was such a fun episode to start. And it's like, I always feel like we do these bro things at the end. I like it though, you know, it's a nice little therapy session, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just like, I'm in touch with a specific side of me, and I always have been because I had two awesome, like role model women in my life, you know?
Yeah. You know, what's funny is like something I was talking about recently with my roommate. Have you ever felt this? Like, have you ever felt like when a girl, like approaches you? Like I don't want to say aggressively, but like you could tell like the way she's talking to you and the way she's acting with you, you're like, oh, like she totally wants to.
She likes me.
She wants to fuck. You
right,
know?
right.
Has that ever turned you off?
No. I mean, it's just intimidating. You know,
Really?
it's just like, I mean, I've never been like part of like the chase, you know, but it's just like my personal value of me right now is so very low. and this isn't an uncommon occurrence, but it's just like I don't feel like I bring enough to the table to be desired, and it's primarily like my weight. Like that's like the biggest thing. Like I know I'm
Sure.
a funny guy, and I know that like I have goals and ambitions. I have an okay job. Like I know that like I have like the things that naturally, partners find like chemically sexual.
Sure.
But I have this such low regard for myself that it's more so like when someone is like that, I don't. My fear is that they're going to be like, clearly he's not interested. But it's like, I am. This is just new to me.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a very scary thing, So, my dating history where it's just like, I've always been the driver, I've always been kind of like the breadwinner, stuff like that. So I don't relish the idea of being like depended on. I don't. It's just I've noticed that a lot of my relationships have required me to do so. So when I do meet someone who has a really nice job and is like, they'll text me like, oh, I'll come pick you up, or you know what I mean, like I'll pay for dinner. You know what I mean, stuff like that. It's like I love it, and I feel loved. I feel respected, but I also feel like, what's your end game here? Because
like you don't trust it 100%.
Right.
Like you're like, or you're even just like, if this was to become a relationship, like they're in a better place in life than I am.
Yeah.
And I ain't shit compared to them.
Right.
Like what do they want with me? I'm not enriching their life in any way.
Which just means that we're just two sociopaths that just think that like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just
like we're just our own worst enemies.
Yeah, we do definitely have value.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like we do bring value to the table. We just don't see it. And like that's like the thing that like that's my biggest Achilles heel is that it's just like I am not a big advocate for myself that it's just like, oh, you gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself because I was raised okay. My parents had their ups and downs and they did things the right way and they also did a lot of things the wrong way. But I was always raised, at least, I don't know maybe where it came from. Maybe I'll find out in therapy. But it's like, I don't know where it came from, where I'm just like, I have to be consistently pushing the envelope of like success or a path to success to gain love and respect.
Sure.
Like I am that weirdo where it's just like, we always see the funny memes where it's always directed towards women, where it's just like, oh, she's broken when you pay for dinner and she like is infatuated with you. Where it's just like, well, yeah, I mean, like it sucks that you've had shitty partners in the past,
Right.
but that is a real thing for me. It's not just women; it's for men too. Like if someone just says, "I thought about you the other day, and I got you this," you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like you
like
thought?
you got me Christmas presents the other day, and I wanted to I was like on the verge of crying. I was like, I've never had like someone buy me like gifts like this,
So this isn't even like a romantic thing that
No,
we're
I
saying.
think it's just like men just want to be wanted.
Oh, see, now we have to do the TikTok music where it's just like men. It's just,
Yeah,
I think what it really is just more so the fact that when it comes to like to kind of like put a bow on, at least on my end here, is that I've never been like a sexual conquistador.
Sure.
A lot of my stuff comes through emotion. Like I have to really fucking vibe with you, like to kind of progress, and I have no problem. This is why I feel like I'm different from. I mean, minus my sexuality, like I'm different from the average male.
Sure.
Because I'm long gone past the I would never in a million years talk to you, but I'm drunk, so let's go. And I got over that when I was like 19. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's just like when someone does take the time to really be like, look, I choose you to do this with.
Yeah.
It just means a lot to me because I'm
It's
like,
cool.
I didn't do the chase. You came to me. So like, this is
So
very honoring.
kind of kind of in the opposite direction for me. A little bit is because you guys always give me shit about how I don't put myself out there.
Yeah.
Right. And that's true to a degree, but I have been approached by people, but it's something about them approaching me, which sounds fucked up, but it's something about them approaching me, like it's like you said, like kind of like I just don't trust it. I don't know what it is. But it's also like my brain automatically goes to like relationship mode, right? Where like if I have feelings for someone, I'm like imagining a relationship with them, right? I don't imagine, I have, but like I don't imagine like with sexual partners, like, oh, there's gonna be a relationship after this, if it's just like a casual thing, But if someone approaches me that way, like it's not even about sex, it's just like, hey, we should hang out, we should like go do something, right? Something about that, like I don't trust, I don't know what it is. And I'm just like, I again, like kind of probably going back to like, the self-worth thing where like, maybe I'm like, I feel like I'm not a catch, You know, I feel like there's nothing you can benefit from being with me other than I'll pay for your food sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
so it's weird. It's like it's one of those things. It's like what do you? I get kind of like landlocked in that situation.
So maybe it's more so a thing that's just like we need to go from why to kind of being like not. We need to go from why do you feel that way about me? And I think we need to kind of take that effort.
You're just gonna like give him a quick like little shrink sesh. Like,
No, I'm saying like I'm not crazy here when I say it's like, instead of saying like what's your end game here,
yeah,
we kind of need to internalize that as like, okay, let's give this person a chance to kind of get in there
and I think that's something
and kind of give yourself a treat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like a treat.
I think that's something this is gonna also sound kind of fucked up, but like there have been girls that have showed interest in me that I personally like
No.
couldn't really, you know, I would say like I wasn't really super attracted to them. Not that they were ugly or anything like that, just not my cup of tea, you know.
Yeah.
That being said, like I could tell like these people were like super fun, right? Super fun to talk to and everything like that, but just not someone I saw myself with. You know, and then I thought about that, you know, and talking to my roommate all the time, like she's always just like, bro, if you're just trying to fuck, like, you know, you don't have to like love everything about her,
Right.
you know. And I'm like, you know what? That's true. You know, I've definitely gotten in my own way. Like I haven't given myself a chance. Like you said, like I haven't just gone out and put myself out there to try.
Yeah, but I think you're getting two different conflicting. Again, and I think there's the two people that talk to you the most. Like I feel like it's kind of like that thing where you have two people on your shoulder, where it's just like I'm not telling you to go out there and get some fucking like sniz on the reg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, you just need to go out there and meet people because we are very much alike. Where in the same way, like long gone are the days for me where I'm just like I'm going out to get fucking ass tonight. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm not interested.
I've never done that.
0%. And even like you know even when in my most previous relationship, I had no interest in being like it's time to just get out there and man whore it up. You know, and it's just like I'm not interested in that. And it's just like if I meet someone, that's awesome.
Right.
But it's just like that's just not me anymore. And so it's just like it's so funny like. You know, episode 69 is like, oh, like what's the craziest shit? But it's like, it really does make me reflect on like the fact that like I've never had that.
Okay.
You know, like, and I don't want it. That's like my whole thing is like, I don't want, you know.
I disagree with that. I think you do want it. I think that is something special. Like when you do find, it's like
when you find a woman that'll let you 69 them.
I was gonna say a down ass bitch, but you know, it's like it's kind of sentimental now, so I feel bad saying that. So not necessarily a down ass bitch, but like you know, someone that you can like. It's like the same thing, like you know, someone who gets your jokes, you know, someone who laughs at all the dumb shit you do, and you laugh at the dumb shit they do, right? That kind of thing. Like you get adventurous with a person, you know, and then ultimately, like it does lead to like maybe some weirder sexual experiences. Ultimately, no matter what, you guys are gonna try new things because ultimately missionary position just gets kind of stale.
Okay, so then let's just meet in the middle and say it's just like I don't want to go out there and just randomly embark on a new conquest, but I want to emotionally meet somebody who I'm ready to do.
That's
that
what I'm
with.
saying, dude. Like I like an emotional connection. I don't want someone to just pop up in my field of view and be like, "Hey," like you know, like I want someone to like actually reach out to me and like want to hang out and you know like I don't want that to be the first thing that pops up. I don't want to know that sex is the only thing on your mind or sex is the first thing on your mind. You know, I want to know that you want to get to know me first, right? I want to know that you think I'm funny, right? That I, you know, understand your sense of humor as well, or that we just vibe on the same wavelength. Right, and if we do, then yeah, sex can come. Not even like in the future. Like sex can come that same day as long as it's a good time and we enjoy each other's company. You know, it's
maybe
weird.
if I was recognized at a young age as just a walking talking pile of dick meat, like maybe my brain like would be different. But like
it's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. You know why? Because I've been seeing so many like flip flops and like in like gender roles and stuff now that I'm just like, dude, it's not too far away. We're gonna be the ones getting catcalled on the street. And
fuck,
shit.
you know what's a really good video is have you ever seen the video of the lady, who like addresses getting catcalled but like in a positive spin?
Oh yeah,
It's really
I have
fun.
seen that,
Yeah, so it's just like people are just like, "What's that ass do, mommy?" And she's like, "Oh, I work out." You know what I mean? There's like stuff like that.
You looking good, girl. She's like, I'm feeling good.
Yeah,
you know, like,
so it's just like, but it's so. What's crazy about that is if you watch that video, all the dudes on there like don't know what to say.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like that. I mean, so if you see it, there's like that one guy that's like, "Oh, girl, let's run away together." You know what I mean? And she's like, "Really? Like you wanna?"
Yeah.
And he straight up is just like,
Oh, shit.
I can't. Like I gotta."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like as if they had a chance. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
so it is like it's that's a really interesting thing that you said is that it does feel like almost like a switch because weirdly, like in my age, between the ages of like 21 and now,
Yeah.
I have definitely had a lot of women who were just like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't catch me. I like to have fun with people at the bar. You know what I mean? I like to talk to people.
Sure.
And I'll go meet women with no intention of hooking up with them.
Sure.
Hey, what's up? My name's Jacob. I just like to have fun. You know, I want them to think, oh, that's a nice guy. You know, and even if they, and there are times where they're just like, if they're, well, they're not, but if they ever were just like, oh, like you want to get out of here, I have no problem. Be like, nah, I don't want to. You know.
Yeah.
I think we're just two feminine boys. We're in touch with our insides.
No, I just want to treat you right, and I want you to treat me right. All right? I want us to enjoy each other's company. I want to have a nice time together, and then we can fuck. Right? All right? I'm saying, even if you gotta play tricks on me, dude, like if you gotta just make me feel special, like I want to be wined and dined, bitch. All right, like I want you to make me feel special.
And then 69,
And then
baby.
69.
Fuck yeah. High five. All right. Hell yeah, dude. That's a great way to end the episode right there. Fuck yeah.
You do me, I do you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then we
We needed a 69 emotionally first.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need that mental oral, and then you get mental cunnilingus or whatever the fuck the other one is.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I need to be mentally rim jobbed before I even let you near my holiest of holy.
I need the salad tossed up here first.
Yeah.
And then down there.
That's right.
Back there.
I need it done up here, and then you can go down the alleyway.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense, right? Like, I'm not the only one that's just like...
No.
All right.
I really do feel like
Hope you're taking notes, ladies.
No,
All right.
I really do feel like a lot of like you said, it's just toxic traits of yesteryear are just kind of long gone. Where like there really is no such thing as like you have to court the woman. It's just kind of, I mean, it's nice. I'm sure the modern woman today would still find it nice. You know, people still like getting flowers. But I'm saying that it's just like, it's okay for like, you know, you guys to make moves too. The problem is if you make the move, I'm fucking terrified because I'm just like.
It can be intimidating. I mean, I don't know.
Not in a bad way.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What's like the most forward a woman's ever been with you?
I mean,
like you never had a girl like just walk up and just grab her dick, just be like, you know what I want? I want some of this right here.
Well, that bitch would get pepper sprayed in the face. Yeah, you're not gonna touch my fucking goodies like that. I wouldn't even say that it was forward. It was more so, like I said, like I you know, if they listen, they could be upset about it. But there is no denying that I have always been like I said, I've been the ride. I've been the money source. I've been, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, and again, I don't love that. I'm not like, oh yes, you depend on me. It's just more so that
I'm talking about like,
no, but here's what I'm getting to
Okay.
is I'm saying that it's just like, so when you say like, what's the most, you know, abrasive someone's been, it has been a situation where it's just like, okay, step one, it's not, you know, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? It has been, we're going to go here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to pick you up.
She said that.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
like, wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I mean? Like
That's cool.
That's very cool, you know? And again, you're like, whoa, this is different. You know what I mean? And even like in my early 20s, like when I was like, you know, before my most recent, you know, ex relationship, whatever you want to call it. I've had women just be like, I want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sexy talk.
Sure.
And it's just like, oh, like I feel like the bell to the ball, you know, like, but it's just, I look like this, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so it's just, I don't know.
I mean, don't go back to I look like this. I mean, anyone can fuck. All right.
Sure.
And no matter who you are, someone's attracted to you. No. That's the truth. That's the truth. There are girls out there who love big chubby guys. There are some dudes that love hairy guys. There are dudes who like guys. There are girls who like guys that don't wear deodorant. Like guys that just have just
Like
musk.
a musk.
Yeah. There are girls who are turned on by musk. You know, like
Musk.
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 But you know, it's like that's what I'm saying. Don't sell yourself short. Okay, don't do that because that's gonna you're sabotaging yourself before you even can get there. You know what I mean?
If you want a 69, young man, don't sell yourself short. We're running out of time. We got to get out of here.
We do gotta get out of here.
This has been a good one. You feel good?
I feel good. Moral of the story:
Feel good.
don't sell yourself short.
Don't sell yourself short. Man, woman,
69 is up
non-binary.
here and then down there.
That's right.
All right,
That's right.
that's all it takes.
That's all it takes.
Just need a little mental stimulation,
Right.
and then
Man or woman.
penile stimulation.
Or non-binary. Sometimes people just want to be.
If
Some
you're,
people.
if you're,
Some people.
Hey,
some-
listen, if you're smooth down there, if you're a little Ken doll down there, hey, you deserve love too.
Right, yeah.
All right, you still got an ass.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
and it's a nice ass.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you.
Why don't you and your friends take me out to dinner and DP me up here before I allow that to happen in real life?
All
Episode 69.
right. Episode 69.
I love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We appreciate you more than you know. We always say that. Patreon.com slash Basement Dweller Productions if you want to support the show in any way, shape, or form. Thank you for the people that have stuck around to the very end. And we will be back for episode 70, baby. We're out of here.
We out of here.
Peace.
If you like what you heard, type into their Instagram and Twitter. The information's right below with their email.
It's time you bit the bullet and started caring about something with all your heart and energy.
Be sure to log into the channel by subscribing and check out the previous episodes. But until then, we'll see you next week with a new one. We out for now. We out for now. We out for now.